much for joining us this beautiful morning. Let us quickly dive right into this conversation. Justin Dean and his Portugal trip, Justin Dean and his contradictions, Justin Dean and his back and forth, and many more. And also, Justin Dean and I want to co parent in peace. I am the peaceful one. I am this. I am that. All of that we're going to be discussing this morning. This is going to be a quick live, and I don't know if it's going to be 20 minutes or even less, but we're going to do this as quick as possible and move on to something else. Okay, so let's check our sound quickly to see if our sound is good, and then we will go right in because I feel like it's not so loud. Okay, so good morning to you all. This is morning over here. I don't know what the time is where you are, but good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. I know some person might still be in bed. All right, so touchdown on Justin Dean. Okay, so after Justin Dean's tell-all, because right now I think he's on a break uh, on his tell-all, and he announced his trip to Portugal. That's the last post that he had posted. So a few hours ago, as we are waking up, okay, the different time zone from Europe to America, as we are waking up over here in Europe, Justin already posted this video, getting set for his trip, seen at the airport. He said he had about 1 hour, I guess, before his flight to be leaving for Portugal. So he was just there, ordered food, talking, and I was like, okay. At the beginning, I was just watching. So, this is good. If this is how I'm talking about, me watching Justin from the beginning, like of this his stream, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a good one. Give me a second. Okay, so I was thinking, okay, so for a bit you've not posted anything about your ex-wife because this tell-all is really like this flopped because there's nothing Justin Dean said in his tell-all that we didn't know about already. So nothing new except his ex-bestie that he came out and called the scammer, and the bestie is deciding to turn the flashlight on him and start telling on him also. That's the only thing Justin said. But concerning his ex, Justin didn't say anything that he had not said before. So that was really nothing new. So anyway, fast forward to a few hours ago. Justin did his eating, ordered his food, spoke about the food, and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, if you're going to take this route, it's going to be a good one. One, talking about maybe your chiropractor job, if you're traveling for a seminar or you're doing something uh, about your job, talking about the things that you do, or even finding another niche and adding it to the chiropractor stuff you do. It's called content creating, and everybody that creates content will understand. So Justin was eating his food at the airport, and Justin was asking people about Portugal. Have you ever been to Portugal? Are you from Portugal? If you've ever been or if you're from there, can you suggest what I should do when I get there? I'm going there for a trip with a friend of mine. I really can't tell so much because I love to confirm. This is Justin talking, that he will share that they should not worry, they'll probably see what he's going to be doing on TV. Well, depending on that, he doesn't even know, he might be more busy than he's just eating, reading some comments, responding to comments, and explaining about the trip, not knowing what to expect. Spoke about how Portugal is small compared it to, I think, California or something. He was just having a normal conversation, and I was like, okay, this is good, because I feel like people that truly care about Justin and really want to support him can actually, I think it's really tiring when you go to someone's page or channel to consume content and all you hear is negative, negative, negative. I was like, okay, this is a good one. Justin switched. that he has not traveled for a bit. He started that it's been that he realized that he has not left LA for I think about all in the 2 years time he has left LA once or so. That he really needs this Portugal trip and whatnot. That he is going to that the people that are bullying him and dragging him and all this negative stuff that people are always calling his name, calling him a liar. And I'm thinking, at what point are you going to just disassociate yourself from your ex-wife? At what point are you going to drop this whole drama? You're not the first person to get divorced. You're not the first person in a hot mess situation. Okay, right now these people are in custody battle, right? Jizzy and Ginny Mai. I don't see the both of them always coming on Facebook every day to blast the other one. Whatever they have, uh, informations they have, evidence and whatnot, they present to their lawyers, and from there, that's where we're getting the gist on both of them. But Justin, if you ask me, started this stream in a very nice way, talking about his trip. People were enjoying, commenting, dropping, heart emojis for him. People are telling him, "We support you. We believe all your story with this, with that." And Justin just want to switch, talking about how he wants to be dragging the bullying and how they spoke about him this period, that he wants to add another niche to his chiropractor thing that he's doing, that he's going to be helping more people, that he knows that he's not all that fun because he doesn't do all this jackass stuff. You can tell that he was trying to shade his ex-wife, that he doesn't come online multiple times in a day, that maybe he should be coming on live like 10 times, so just so to piss off those people that always refer to him as someone that doesn't have clients, that he doesn't have a job because he doesn't have clients. That people can clearly see that the reason why he's going to Portugal is he is actually going to Portugal for a um a job related. This is not just only fun, but of course it's going to be a little bit of fun for him too, because he believes that he doesn't know, he might be more busier than he thinks, but he's thinking that he might have time to also do some fun stuff and also work. But he doesn't even understand where that narrative is coming from. That's what Justin is saying, that he doesn't understand where that narrative is coming from. Then in my own mind, I'm saying, what does this have to do with your ex, that you have to link everything to your ex? What do you mean by you're not? Everybody must not be fun. We've seen we've seen we've seen people that create educational content, that they just sit down, turn on their ring light, turn on their camera, and they film, they talk, they teach. They're not jumping and dancing and doing whatnot, and neither are they, shading other people that do that. There are several niches on all the app, all the app, Facebook, YouTube, and all. So there are several things that you can do as a content creator. But is there any reason for you to shade the other person, almost like you are in a competition? Because what are you talking about that you're not so fun? You've already told people know you as a chiropractor. So if they're coming to your followers, know that they want to listen to that part of what you have to tell them on signing chiropractor and what all of that, what you can educate them based on that. That's one. Now you're announcing that you want to add another niche, like you want to broaden your listen and do more. So it's just for you to come in and introduce this new thing that you want to do, and then people that love and support you will follow, and then you will now get other organic followers that might like that part of your content creating, that might not be so much interested in chiropractor stuff. They will watch the other thing that you said you want to do. You said you want to go out and help people, but what is the need to come out and tell us that I know that I'm not so fun, I'm not this someone that will jump around and do all those jackass style stuff and whatnot, so you don't know. It's almost like, are you in a competition with your ex-wife because your ex-wife dances, jumps, dance and twerks? Hello, hello, good morning, UK Family Show. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. I say hello, host. Good morning. Good morning to you, UK Family Show. Thank you for coming. So I don't even understand why, because the reason why I wanted to sit here and do this video is because people were saying, but Justin is telling us that he wants to co-parent in peace. We've had this right from the beginning, that Justin wants to co-parent in peace. But there's something that they say, action speaks louder than your words. So sometimes you might be saying something, but your actions are not supporting what you're actually saying with your mouth. And then people will just look at you and like, do you really think we don't see through you? Do you really think we don't understand? Like you're saying A, but your actions is showing us something else. And that's exactly what it is with Justin. When will Justin realize that all this talking about, you will talk about this woman, if you like, continue talking about her for 10 years, you're only going to bore the people. Because if you were following the comment from the beginning of this, I was watching the replay of his live stream because he had already finished, based on the different time zone. But if you watch from the beginning, you will notice that a lot of people were there supporting Justin. So those one or two persons, okay, I saw a comment where someone said to him, why don't you, I can see you don't have any content anymore, you don't have anything to do, why don't you just delete your Facebook? And in my mind, I was just expecting him to just don't read that comment, because like 10 comment before that one and 10 comment below that ones were people sending him heart emoji, smiling emoji, blowing kisses emojis, talking about the trip, answering the questions of where should he stay, where should he go, not where should he stay, where should he, tourist sites in Portugal and whatnot. People telling him they've been there before. Some people saying they are still going there in some months' time. A lady commented that she's from there, but she lives in I don't know, Canada or Australia, somewhere there, that she will also be visiting. But I'm just trying to tell you that the comment section, from what I saw, was very positive. Just one or two persons were there to just drag him, and that's normal. When you're live streaming, you will most definitely see someone that is going to come in to annoy you. One thing you can do is put the person on a timeout. Another thing you can do is block the person completely if you feel like this person is just too toxic and you're not in for that. So people would debate that, oh, Justin wants to co-parent in peace. It's Cora's fault. Why is the back and forth? And people keep saying, I said, where is the back and forth? People keep saying this thing, back and forth. I said, there is really no back and forth. Because if you go back to Koro Obidi's own Facebook and watch Koro Obidi's Facebook, you will notice that she went on her trip, even when she went to her UK, when she came, she never hinted anything about her ex or through shade, or sounded like she was trying to compare herself to him in some type of way, or compare the type of content that they are creating. No, she just dances, speaks about herself, talks about her new music if there is one, or tell people to go stream her music. And any conversation, if she's cooking, she talks about what she's cooking, and just she's just having a conversation with her online family, right? Online fans, talking with them, and they're engaging, and that's that. Now it is Justin's turn. Cora just came back from Mexico, right, where her phone was stolen and whatnot. She came, she spoke about her trip to Mexico. Yesterday, she was talking about how she feels that she had never fit in, she had never felt this, she has always been different. Remember, her last one of her last live stream that she did, where she captioned that people should leave her alone, that her morals and their morals are not the same. And that was linked to when Justin tweeted about the twerking stuff and people started talking and started judging. So she has always just spoken about herself, not much about her divorce or that part of her life. I feel like Cora is trying to just move on and tries to keep whatever had happened in the past and just move. But Justin can't, and I don't understand why Justin cannot move on. Justin wants to blame everybody, that, oh, look at the hate he's facing online, the dragging, those bloggers. He said thank you to those bloggers that are trying to tarnish his image, but they've actually made him to discover something new that he's going to do, which is going to be helping people. I don't know in what way. He really didn't explain so much about how he's going to be helping other people, but he said they've actually opened his eyes to seeing that he needs to. So that's another thing, that maybe that's something that God wants him to do, but maybe God is just coming through these people that are dragging him and putting all this negative stuff for him to realize that yes, this is something that he needs to be doing, helping other people. So he's going to be adding that also. And he said just because he's telling them thank you, okay, being grateful to them, doesn't mean that he's not going to take them down, that he's going to take down those bloggers, because what they are doing is terrible. When he talks about something, they will call him a liar. They will say there's no truth in his mouth and yada yada yada, that he is going to take them down. And I was just thinking, you said you're already choked up in LA or wherever you're based. the negativity, the this, the that. And I'm thinking, who brought this out? You are the one that came out and said, "Oh, I'm divorcing Cora. Oh, it is not fake news. Oh, did you not realize that when they are dragging Cora, it will get to a point where people will now start saying that something is not right about the story you're telling, and then they will not, those people that are now skeptical about this whole thing will not start looking more into you and watching your moves and also calling you out. You thought that when you come out and put her on blast, because you know that a lot of her people don't really like her because of her dressing style and whatnot. So you were really happy if it was going to be the whole world or the whole Nigeria and Africa and everybody else in the world dragging your ex-wife. You would have slept well at night. You would have been so happy, sleeping with a huge smile on your face. But when the whole thing backfired, then it didn't sit well with Justin anymore. And now Justin is saying that social media bloggers are now trolling him. But you brought out your issue. Okay, now it's been 2 years. Your ex-wife is celebrating her freedom, even though she was attacked in the UK. She came back. She didn't mention your name. She didn't say anything concerning you. You inserted yourself again into this whole thing. Now you're acting like you're being choked up with so much negativity you can't breathe. Last week you were walking so last week you were working so hard. Yo, there's a construction going on. Let me see. Can I raise this for y'all? There's a construction going on here, so you'll be hearing a lot of screaming. Pardon me. I really wanted us to do this quick one this morning and move on to something else, because always there's something coming up and a lot of other gist that we need to catch up on. But I know that a lot of you wants to listen and know what's going on between Cora and Justin. So I will try to come here, even if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes videos, less than, I will just come and update you. So Justin came back talking about this whole thing, but now Justin is not playing the victim again. What he told us 2 years ago, I'm moving on, this, and I've washed my hand off this lady. We don't have anything together anymore. I'm going to focus on my life and my kids. Justin is saying the same thing now, but on his live stream, he cannot even stay focused and have that conversation with people that truly care about him, that were sending him heart emojis, giving him support, telling him they believe all his story, they support all his move, they support him speaking up, and every of these things. Justin did not just focus, say, thank you to, mention their names, say thank you, and just have that conversation, keep your live stream going, and that will be fine. But Justin wants to focus on one out of 50 people that are saying something and pick out those comments and start shading, because I'm not this, because I'm not that. If you say you want to help people, how does helping people have to do with you being jumping around, dancing, and doing this and doing that? No, if you want to help people, you go out and help people, whichever way you have chosen to help people. If you want to do your chiropractor thing for free by giving people free lessons and free this thing, uh, massage or fixing of whatever, that's that. If you are saying you're going into this talking thing because you've actually said, yeah, you're telling your story because you want to help other people, men are not easily believed and whatnot, but the story you told is the story you've told 2 years ago. You didn't tell us anything new, only that your ex-friend is a scammer, and now your ex-friend is now out telling us that you are a liar, that you're a liar and you're a user. How is that any other person's fault? What does that have to do with anyone else? That every single time on your live stream, you must have to shade. Every single time in your live stream, you must have to shade. And you know fully well that once you throw that shade, people will not start coming in with the negative, trying to back you up. Oh, yes, she's scamming people. Your ex-wife is scamming people. Your ex-wife is always asking for stars, asking for this, asking for that. If you're not here for the stars and what you can gain, what are you doing on Facebook Live, eating in the airport and you are alive? Is that not something that your ex-wife would do when she's traveling? Film herself everywhere she's going and whatnot. But you are doing the same thing. When you were sitting there, say, "Oh, I have 1 hour in the airport to, just chill before my flight leaves." James Summer, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Sumner, okay. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So I don't even understand why Justin cannot leave what happened in the past to be in the past. If you keep telling us that you want to move on. That's what you want to do. And you feel like you're so choked up in the UK, where you're so choked up in LA where you are, and you want to leave for fresh air, fresh start, fresh everything, but at the same time you are still, you know, going back to this whole conversation, because if you will not be able to drop what has happened, you will carry that baggage wherever you're going. Even in Portugal, you will be in Portugal, and every time you want to turn on your live stream, instead of you to tell your fans, even if it's two, three, even if it's 10 people that believes you, you've achieved something. Even if it's 10 people that genuinely and truly supports you, you've achieved something. But no, your target is for the whole one. Nine, you have 900 and something. I believe your target is to hit 1 million. Someone was even telling you your live stream that you should keep up, keep up, keep going until you hit 1 million. Then you should rest. Okay, if that is your goal, keep doing it. But it doesn't mean that the whole 1 million people, or the 900 and something people that you have now, 900 and something thousand people you have now, all each and every one of them are going to believe you that the story you're telling is the truth. Okay, just as not everybody that Cora has, what I think 8 point something million followers, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't mean that everybody there believes what Cora is also saying. So at some point, you just have to let go. But I don't think Justin will. And one thing Justin doesn't know, that the more he carries this thing along with him, he's gonna go to Portugal, set ring light. Instead of him to focus, tell people about what he's doing in Portugal, or talk about how the whole, you know, trip, according to him, people will see it on TV. So I don't know if maybe they are filming something that they want to show in the US. We don't know, but according to him, he cannot say much because he needs to speak to the friend that is actually taking him, that his ticket and everything was booked by that friend, so it's all paid trip, all expenses paid trip, according to what he's saying. So he spoke about he's going to eat sushi when he gets there. Those are the type of things that he should be, the conversations he should be having with his fans, since he's now broadening his niche to cover more other things other than just the medical chiropractor part of the whole thing, which he doesn't even speak about. If you scroll down his channel, you will not see a video where Justin spoke about it. Like, it's down, 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 down there. It's been a long time he spoke about anything about educational content. He's just focused on his past, his past, his past. And every time Justin says something, before Justin will make two, three, four, five sentences, Justin will sneak in a bit of shade and try to hint something about his ex. But the ex is not speaking on you. She's not talking about you. So how are you the one that wants to co-parent in peace if you are the same person that keeps shading your ex, keeps talking about your ex, keep inserting yourself in everything that concerns her? You will go to Portugal, you will go and find something else, how people are dragging you. You will go and pick those few comments that say something that doesn't sit well with you, but skip all those other comments in your comment section. Because if you had watched this live stream of Justin Dean that he did a few hours ago, you will see a lot of people really supporting him. And if I were to be him, I would just block, delete those people coming in with negative, because they were just like one or two. If since he sees it as negative, right? But you brought this whole thing out and your story is not adding up. Hence, people are telling you, why not just move on? Because this story is not giving. The story you told now is what you told 2 years ago. You didn't tell anything that we've not heard before. Your own ex-bestie that both of you were busy plotting, she said it herself, and your mother did this, did that, both of you covered up. So if both of you are able to, if you're able to gang up with a stranger and try to collect money from people in the general public, at the same time you don't want the general public that is donating money to you to know that is actually, the money is actually meant for you, that means you're living a fake life. Anybody can be in a difficult or tight corner at any moment. That's not something that you should be ashamed of or you should be embarrassed about. But because you've overhyped yourself, I've been doing well right from my teen. I became a doctor. I was going for seminar. I was teaching all over China. I was doing this. I was doing that. It doesn't matter how early you make money. If you don't know how to manage it, at a certain point in your life, you will not have. We've seen people that even won lotteries, lots of millions, but today they're on the streets. They don't even have a roof over their head. So if you feel like you're down and you want to ask with your full chest. But because you're out there mocking your ex, that your ex is doing this, your ex is doing that, and your ex is doing the other one, and right now you are broke, you're in a difficult situation, you cannot come out, but you still keep shading. You said you want to change your niche. Okay, What is it you want to do? You're eating in the airport the same way your ex used to do, but you're still throwing shade that you're not going to be doing the jackass stuff. But the jackass stuff, the person you're referring to as jackass, that person is able to get stars, and she's living her life. She's able to put her kids in a good school. She's able to get a place that her children will inherit, okay, from her. You've not showed us what property you bought down there for your two children when they grow up. You've not showed us the plans you have if they plan to go to college and whatnot. You've not showed us that. You've not spoken about those things, but you just keep shading and shading and shading. So I just feel like Justin will never stop, and Justin doesn't want to realize that he is actually the architect of his own problem. Justin started this whole thing, and if anybody is dragging Justin today, it is Justin's fault because Justin brought this whole thing out. And the fact that you cannot even have one live stream without throwing shade or saying something about your ex-wife or your relationship, your marriage that didn't work, you were just in a relationship with another person, that one too did not work. Don't you think you have to sit back and actually look at yourself and try to see what is that thing that is going on? Words on the streets, you were married before. First marriage didn't work. Second marriage didn't work. Third relationship with Summer didn't work. So there's a huge possibility that if you don't sit back trying to figure your life, Justin will still go into another relationship, and that relationship too will not work because he will keep making the same mistake. And he has decided that whatever happens in his life is someone else's fault, not his fault. And when you're someone that thinks like that, then there is a problem because you will never ever look inward to try to discover what is wrong and try to fix it. So I just wanted us to come in here. It's 26 minutes. So this was going to be a quick one with 20 minutes or 30 minutes. We're done. I just wanted to come in here and point out this fact that it is obvious because you spoke about Portugal trip. Why are you not telling her, oh, you said you've been so busy, so you've not had time to do a search and find out stuff. You were busy at work, and then you were busy with the kids, and now you're leaving for Portugal. Keep the conversation about Portugal. Leave the shades and whatnot, because when your ex-wife is traveling, she does not come in here and start shading you and saying things that is going to make you look some type of way. She just focus on herself, speak on whatever she wants to speak on, and that's it. So I think Justin Dean should also do the same, because you want people to believe you, but your actions are not aligned with your words. The way you're acting, like you really, actually, if you ask me, Justin's actions are aligned with what he said 2 years ago when he said he will stop at nothing until he brings his ex-wife down. He will stop at nothing until his ex-wife ceases to exist. Like he would erase her. So that's exactly what Justin is doing, because 2 years after you're here telling us stories that you've already told us before, and you want to force it down our throats, even though we can swallow, because that's too much of a huge lie, and yet you blame everybody else but yourself. People that you were close to, your number one best friends, people that you opened your mouth, not that uh, people on the internet were guessing, like, oh, I see something. No, you opened your mouth and acknowledged this woman as a good supporter, as a good woman, telling people to go support her, go follow her, go consume her content. And for 2 years plus, that woman kept dragging your ex-wife. You didn't think that that was the mother of your children, that something bad could happen, but because that was going in line with you saying you will make sure you erase her. There are so many ways. Not every time somebody picks up a weapon, there's a way somebody is going to push you. They will push you into doing something that will make you to cease to be on this planet Earth. But they've not physically done anything to you, but they have actually messed with your mental health up to the extent where you just can't deal anymore and you take yourself away. So every move of Justin supports that, other than someone that wants to move on, someone that wants to co-parent in peace. Someone that wants to co-parent in peace will avoid anything that concerns their ex. If you say their ex is here, some people won't even go. If you say, the ex is in this place, they will just, I don't want, they will just pass somewhere else. If it's a road, they will find somewhere else to pass. Like, I don't want to be where that person is. I don't want anything. The only conversation or the only thing that will link the both of you is the kids. If it's not the kids, forget about it. But that's not Justin. And he doesn't see it. And the people that are telling him, oh, we support Justin 110%. I don't understand how this set of people too don't see that Justin needs to stop and just focus on his life. Because running away from LA saying, oh, fresh air, fresh start, breath of this, it's not going to be breath of anything because you're carrying all those heavy loads and baggages with you as you're going. If you like, travel out of the United States, go to a different planet altogether. You're still carrying those baggages with you. Hence, you're always talking, shading, side talks about your ex all the time, complaining about people on social media. But when you came out the first time and people were laughing and mocking and calling all sorts of names, you liked it. For you, it was amazing. Now that you are now testing a little bit of what you cooked yourself, now you don't like the taste of a meal that you sat down and prepared. It is really strange. I just hope that Justin will realize some point in his life that he needs to move on. At least the fact that he even fell out with so many of his friends, people that were plotting and ganging with him, I think that should have made Justin to realize that I think I've gotten to the point where I need to stop and I have to do something else with my life. But will he? I don't think so. Even if Justin stops for few months or a year, he will be back with more shades and stories. Now he has told us about broadening his horizon. The last time, so many months ago, he said he was coming up with educational content. He won't be discussing his life anymore. No, not this, not that. The educational content we did not see. Now he has announced another one. He is out here to help people. That's his new calling according to him. But while he's doing that, he's still going to take down those bloggers. So it simply means while Justin is doing good, he's still going to be having battles with bloggers. And one thing you need to know that if you're trying to fight bloggers, you're wasting your time. You are wasting your time because they will keep posting about you, they will keep talking about you, they will not stop. And the moment you decide you're going to be attacking them, they will be digging and digging and finding things on you. They will find debts on you and that they will use it against you. So the best is to just focus on this, your so-called new calling, and leave it at that. But well, Justin will be Justin, and I don't think this is going to end until those kids turns 18. Maybe then, only then, they will be able to tell their father enough is enough. Even if you think our mom hurt you, she's still our mom. Let it go. Maybe only then, when those two children are grown enough to start telling Justin stuff, to start speaking to him and say, Dad, listen, we understand you. It's okay. We love you. Whatever happened is not going to change how we feel about you. You've been a good dad. It doesn't matter what happened between you and our mom. Let it go. Okay? Because those kids will also see that their mom doesn't sit down and really speak on him the way he sits down and speak about her. So let's wait and see. Maybe the next 18 years. That being said, that's that. And if anything else, I will come here and keep you all updated. Catch up with the playlist about Coral Beauty versus Justin Dean. All the videos and live streams are over there. If you've missed anyone, you can go back and watch and catch up. Well, let's see how Justin Dean's trip in Portugal is going to be. If you ask me, I think Justin will still be over there throwing shade to the US, throwing shade to LA. Okay, for who needs to catch the shade? The person that is not even paying attention to him. Anyways, that being said, I'll leave you guys here. Thank you very much, UK family. Thank you, James. Thank you, all my silent watchers. I'll see y'all on the next one. More gist is coming. Ginny Mai and Jeezy. Uh-oh, this custody battle is getting messy and messy and messier and messier. It's now a hot mess. We're now seeing photos of Jeezy looking like someone that is going to fight war in Afghanistan. Iraq. So a lot is going on. A whole lot is going on. We're seeing photos of Jinimai with bruises. Maybe that's the next live stream we're going to come in since we're here discussing since we're here discussing marriages, a relationship that were all nice and good and wanting on the internet, and all of a sudden they've gone south. Let's see how that plays out. But that being said, I'll see you all on the next one. All right, have a nice day. God bless you all. If you're just coming in, go catch up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notification so you don't miss when we're live having this conversation. Thank you so very much, and I'm super grateful. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.